Even as millions of their people lived in poverty, the Marcoses enjoyed the good life.
My country is in crisis.
You sent a tape to the Philippines showing your supporters how strong you were working out with weights.
No, because they were saying that I was dead or I was dying and that I was incapable of running a government. That's about all.
So it wasn't in any preparation for your return there?
No, the return is a separate matter. I don't need to show that I'm exercising. I merely wanted them to know that all these lies about my health certainly don't hold water.
Realistically, how would you expect to go back to the Philippines in light of what happened recently with the failed coup attempt? With what support? And wouldn't you be concerned that you would be arrested as soon as you got there?
Of course. And that is why they should allow me to make such arrangements that may be possible without the intervention of the United States government, who states that they cannot help me obtain the agreement with the Philippines because they consider that intervention. But I consider this prevention of prevention of my implementation of the plan to leave the United States for the Philippines as intervention.
What will they write about you? What will they say about Ferdinand Marcos?
Oh, they will write all kinds of things. But the historian will probably research on the figures that cannot tell a lie.
What will they say? Will they say
like, for instance, by how much did Marcos increase the gross national product? It's 5 times. What are the figures here? And what happened after Madam Aquino took over? The production went down to 20%, 1/5 of the production under Marcos.
Scorned at the end, he was first elected president in 1965. Shrewd and ruthless, Marcos declared martial law in 1972. Closed newspapers, jailed political foes, turned parliament into a rubber stamp. And all the while millions of his people lived in filth and disease, Marcos and his family lived in glittering splendor. 400 cars, 3,000 pairs of shoes, land, skyscrapers, and stock literally around the world. A personal fortune estimated at $5 billion, nearly all of it siphoned from the Philippine treasury. U.S. presidents bankrolled Marquis vital military bases in the Philippines. But when the economy he and his cronies had been plundering collapsed, and when Marcos loyalists were widely believed to have gunned down opposition leader Benigno Aquino, Marcos' legitimacy was finished. Much of the military abandoned him.
Coughing at reports that he had fled the country, Marcos appeared on television with his wife Imelda and their grandchildren.
To all the commanders in the field, you are now free to use your small arms to defend your installations.
The final hours of Ferdinand Marcos at the presidential palace in Manila, who was soon to be told by his American friends to cut and run.
When Ferdinand Marcos fled to Hawaii, he and his entourage brought 2 plane loads of goods that included Philippine currency and jewelry. It is believed to be worth millions.